En mä muista. Onko se joku pronssinen? En ole ihan varma.
One week after HJK game, so what have happened and what have you trained during this week?
We had one day off and then we made the preparation with the eyes on SJK. With the 4 days of training, a normal week of preparation and of course in the last days we have been surprised a little bit by the weather conditions. So we are back here training last day indoor again. But what is in our hands, we are doing, of course, the preparation, and the players are finally ready for the game.
Conditions are what they are, but how it could affect to our game or game overall if there is snow like today?
I think we need to see because the pitch is green, but it's a new grass, so we don't know how long it will resist if there is water in the soil. But for sure we can still play football, for sure. And in a way, I think it's similar constraints, similar influence, because both of these teams, either AC Oulun or SJK, are teams that like to play with the ball in the ground and so on. And for us, it will be as new as for SJK to play in the grass, because it's our first home game. We haven't practiced it in any grass, so we have been in artificial all the time. It will be surprise maybe a little bit for both teams, so more even in this way. But still with our home crowd, I hope there is some kind of home advantage, if not by the surface, by the support of people there in the stadium. But I think the experience from last years, if there is not so much water, I think the pitch can resist and you can still play good football, at least first half, and then maybe a little bit adapting to the second half. But of course, who knows us knows that we are not going to kick just a long ball and see what happens. That's not our way. We will try to play in any conditions, of course.
Let's put those conditions aside and let's talk about tomorrow's game. It's our home opener against SJK, so what kind of predictions and thoughts you have about tomorrow's games?
The prediction is that we will face a good team, a team that has as many points as us, a team that has been playing solid, not conceding goals or very little, only 1 goal conceded. A team that has quality, individual quality, also the tactical organization. It's clear what they have been doing and it's good. So it will be a good challenge again for us to measure our level, to measure what we can do in this game, but also across the season. I think a good match, independently of the weather conditions or the surface, or I think a good match, and I'm sure that people will come to the stadium, because here in Oulu many people is waiting also for this first home game. At least it's what people has been telling me when I walked yesterday in the town. So the expectation is that we can, of course, fight for the 3 points. That's our main target. But also produce a quality game that can entertain people in the stand and make this navy blue become bigger and bigger and get more and more people in the stadium for every game.
All right. Let's go a little bit deeper again. So 2 main key factors. How could we win tomorrow's game?
let's say the first factor is how all teams are able to adapt their own game to the conditions they have to play there. I think that's key, and I don't think any of those teams are going to play only long balls because it's not in the DNA of those teams, of these two teams. The second is how are we able to defend the very good possession phase of ACOTV, because ACOTV is one of the teams that it's more difficult to stop when they are in possession. They always create overloads to move the ball, and that's not a thing that we enjoy to have in the opponents. So let's see how we can cope. If we can find ways to control their circulation, to press their circulation, and to get the ball back, I think we are one step more close to have a good result.
All right. As a head coach, you don't want to pick up any players from our team, so I can help you. So if we pick up, it's easy match up now. Pick up two players from each team. Jere Kallin from our team and Tuomas Kaukua from SJK. Could you say something about those young players?
Jere we are all happy, of course, because Jere is back on the pitch, and in his last game he straight showed his quality. Of course, he's not yet in the best of his shape, but he will get there. But still, he showed the quality in the first 72 minutes in the league. He made the last game, and we know that he can help a lot the team defending, attacking with his game understanding, with his quick feet, with his passing quality, communication, little bit of leadership, even though he's a young player. So we are, of course, very happy that he's back. Tuomas Kaukua, I think it's a very interesting player from ACOTV. At an individual level, he's probably one of the most skilled dribblers in the league. His ability to dribble past 1, 2, or even 3 opponents, it's a fact. He can score goals like he showed last year. He can play in different positions. He can play as forward, he can play as winger, he can play as midfielder who is more prone to get into the box. He's a versatile player who developed also the ability to play between lines a little bit last year in ACOTV. So I think it's one of the very interesting players to follow in the league as well.
All right. Thank you, Ricardo, and good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Moro Jere, mitä sulle kuuluu ja miten on jalka jaksanut viime aikoina?
Moro Antsi, hyvää kuuluu ja jalka jaksanut ihan hyvin, että on kuntouttanut sen hyvin ja se on ihan hyvässä kunnossa tällä hetkellä.
Hei, huomenna on KOTIAVAUS, niin minkälaisia ajatuksia on taas, että pääsee pelaamaan Raattiin?
No mahtavat fiilikset taas päästä pelaamaan Raattiin, on siitä aikaa kun viimeksi ollaan pelattu siellä. Että nyt tietenkin kelit näyttää vähän huonolta tällä hetkellä, mutta eikä huomenna saada hyvää peliä aikaisemmin.
Onneksi kenttä on sama kummallekin. Niin
se on totta.
Saapa nähdä, päästäänkö pelaamaan lumessa vai ei. Millä tavalla huomenna pystytään ottamaan 3 pistettä SJK:sta?
No jatketaan siitä, mihin Helsingissä jäätiin ja parannetaan vielä vähän. Että pelataan omalla tyylillä ja uskon, että sillä tulee 3 pistettä, kunhan ollaan omalla tasolla vaan.
SJK:sta, niin mitä nää tiedät SJK-joukkueesta? Minkälainen joukkue tulee olemaan?
He tykkää pitää paljon palloa ja pelata lyhyt syöttöpeliä, että siellä on taitavia pelaajia, taitava porukka vastassa.
Tiedätkö monen tänään on sarjassa?
En tiedä.
Kuka on siellä paras pistemies? Kuka on sun mielestä paras pelaaja SJK:ssa?
En mä tiedä.
Minkä värinen niiden logo on?
Minkä värinen niiden logo on? En mä muista. Onko se joku pronssinen? En ole ihan varma.
Minkällä värisellä asulla ne pelaa Raatissa huomenna?
Eikö ne valkoisella pelaa? Ainakin muistelisin vieraspaita.
Kuka on ärsyttävin vastustaja joukkueessa?
En kyllä tiedä. Niillä on muuttunut aika paljon joukkoja, kun viimeksi on pelannut. Vai milloin me pelattiin europeleissä?
Talvella pelattiin viimeksi.
En mä pelannut talvella, mä olin loulla.
Niin sä et ollut mukana.
Joo.
Kiitos ja tsemppiä peli.
Joo, kiitos. Ei hirveän ollut vastauksia.
Kiitos.